What's the strangest military photographer request you've received during combat? I found out during a firefight in Fallujah when a Marine asked me to photograph his wedding proposal. I was a combat photographer attached to 2nd Battalion documenting operations in Iraq. My job was capturing tactical movements, equipment in action, anything command needed for after-action reports. We'd been clearing buildings for 6 hours when we got pinned down by sniper fire. 3-story apartment complex, insurgents on the roof, us stuck behind a concrete barrier in the courtyard. That's when Corporal Jake Mitchell crawled over to my position. Bullets were cracking overhead, dust flying everywhere, and this guy taps my shoulder like we're at a coffee shop. "Hey, can you do me a huge favor?" he whispers, pulling out this small velvet box. I'm thinking he's lost his mind from combat stress. "Dude, we're in the middle of a firefight. What are you talking about?" He opens the box. Inside is this beautiful diamond ring. Probably cost him 3 months' pay. "Lisa said yes to dating me through letters," he explains. "But I want to propose properly. Need photographic evidence for when I get home." Are you completely insane? I'm looking at this Marine who wants engagement photos while getting shot at by enemy snipers. The logistics alone were impossible. Jake wasn't backing down. "My grandmother's ring. She told me to give it to the right girl when I found her. Lisa's the one. I know it sounds crazy, but I might not make it home." That hit different. You realize pretty quick in combat that tomorrow isn't guaranteed. If this Marine wanted to document his proposal during the worst possible moment, maybe that meant something. "How exactly do you want to do this?" I asked, checking my camera battery. "We're literally under fire right now." He pulls out a crumpled photo of his girlfriend, Lisa from Kansas. Pretty blonde girl, looks like the kind who bakes cookies and sends care packages. "I want to propose to her picture," he says seriously. "Get shots of me with the ring, her photo, maybe our unit patch. Something she can show her kids someday." The squad leader heard us talking and crawled over. "What's all the whispering about?" When Jake explained his plan, I expected the guy to lose it. Instead, he grins. "That's the dumbest romantic thing I've ever heard. Do it quick before we advance." So there I am, combat photographer, documenting the strangest engagement in military history. Jake positioned behind cover, holding up Lisa's photo, ring box open, biggest smile I've ever seen on someone's face while bullets fly overhead. I shot 2 rolls of film, Jake proposing to a photograph. The ring catching sunlight, his dirty, exhausted face next to her clean, smiling picture. The whole squad got involved. Someone held up a makeshift sign saying, "Will you marry me?" Another Marine arranged his gear to spell out love in ammunition magazines. 10 minutes later, we cleared the building. Snipers eliminated. Mission complete. Jake carefully wrapped the photos and ring in a waterproof pouch. 3 weeks later, Jake got his answer. Lisa's letter arrived with the biggest yes ever written, underlined about 50 times. She'd shown the combat proposal photos to everyone in her hometown. Local newspaper ran the story. Jake became famous as the Marine who proposed during a firefight. They got married 6 months after his deployment ended. I was his wedding photographer naturally. During the reception, Jake pulled me aside and handed me an envelope. Inside were copies of those combat proposal photos professionally framed. On the back of one, Lisa had written a note. "Thank you for documenting the craziest, most beautiful moment of our lives." Jake's got 3 kids now. Every year on their anniversary, he shows them those photos, explains how daddy proposed to mommy's picture while people were shooting at him. The kids think their father is the bravest man alive. They're probably right. Last month, Jake sent me a photo from his daughter's school project. She'd written an essay about heroes illustrated with those combat proposal pictures. The title read, "My dad asked mom to marry him during a war and she said yes. That ring is still in the family." Jake's planning to pass it down to his son someday, along with the story about proposing under enemy fire.